Good evening, everyone. Today we have writing session one, and our trainer for today is Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. These are a few instructions for you all. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise free environment, for which we recommend you to use your earphones for the best experience. Also, respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself. Be respectful and professional, and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. So these are the three memberships that are available to you at Ubergrad. You instantly become a bronze member when you get yourselves registered on the Ubergrad website. Apart from that, we have the silver and the gold memberships with additional facilities as displayed on the screen. So in order to get yourselves upgraded to any of these two memberships, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves upgraded over there. So at Ubergrad, you also get free profile evaluation, which is done by our experts, which consists of comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting, course recommendations, country recommendations, which are made according to a student's course of study, future aspirations, academic strengths, career objectives, and requirements. We also have recommendations report customized for students according to their profile and requirements. And moreover, we also have doubt clearance regarding the study abroad process, which consists of shortlisting applications, scholarships, etc. So these are some of the live classes which goes on every week. So firstly, we have free GRE live classes, which goes on from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. It's a 2-month course. We also have free live Duolingo classes, which goes on from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. It's a 2-week course. So for getting yourselves enrolled for any of these two, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves enrolled for it. Moving ahead, these are some of the achievements of the students who got themselves enrolled at Ubergrad. Now, I'll quickly show you the website of Ubergrad. So, this is the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. Over here, you can explore a lot of information related to the countries, the various universities, the various courses, and the examinations that you are applying for. We also have free profile evaluation, talk to a counselor option, AI country recommendations, AI course recommendations, and some test preparation stores consisting of live IELTS, live GRE, live Duolingo classes. And we also have some additional services, which consists of education loans, forex cards, accommodation, international SIM, US credit card, US bank account, etc. And lastly, we also have some blogs which are uploaded on our website. So you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and explore a lot of information that is already uploaded there. Now, you can also access the recordings and the handouts and the sessional tests as well of the various sessions and the various modules which are organized on a daily basis. So, in order to get the access to those, directly go on the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. Go on to My Test Preparation. Go on to IELTS Academic Comprehensive Live Classes course. On clicking on that particular option, it will direct you to this window. So over here, you can see that we have 4 modules, that is listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So in order to access the recordings, the sessional test, and the handouts, it's all over here. So for example, you want to access the handout and the recording of say last week we had speaking session. So in order to get the access to the speaking session of day 5, just go on to speaking, go on to day 5. Since Friday was day 5, so just go on to speaking day 5. The first option is usually the option to the handout of that particular session and the recording by that particular session and the module. And the last recording is usually the current recording. So when you click on the last option of speaking day 5, it will direct you to the recording of speaking day 5, that was 1st of December. So this is the latest one. So in this way only, in this way itself, you can directly access the recordings and the handouts of all the other sessions and the modules as well. And after you complete each module, there are also sessional tests that are available for you all. So when you click on the sessional test option, it will direct you to sessional test of that particular module. So similarly, we also I'll also share a Telegram channel link in the chat box. So you can directly join the Telegram channel using that link. And over there, also, a lot of information is uploaded for you all. And you can also access the mock tests which are available to you at Telegram channel itself. So I'll be sharing that. And if you have any doubts, I'll be clearing out at the end of the session. So stay tuned for that. And also, now I'll be handing over the session to our trainer for today, Mrs. Annapurna Murugan, ma'am. So, ma'am, are you there?
Hi, good
Yes,
evening.
good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Hi, guys. Good evening. I guess everyone is doing great. And yes, today we are going to work on our writing part. And I guess writing is very, very important. In fact, all the four session plays a crucial role in your IELTS examination, isn't it? So we cannot say that something is very important and something is not important. We cannot say that. So everything plays crucial role here over that. Yes. So on each of these things, you have to show that expertise level. And how can you show the expertise level? So in your writing, before I start off with our writing session, so I would like to know how many of you like writing. Yeah, tell me how many of you like writing. You can text me. Okay, Varun likes, Yash like, Pranav likes. Very nice. So we have many people who like writing. Wonderful, guys. This is like very good. So that even art teaching becomes little more fruitful, because if you have that passion to writing, definitely whatever the key things that we advise, whatever the corrections that we say, you people definitely will take into consideration. Yeah. Here, like in our IELTS, we need to have expert writing. It's not like we just randomly write and go, no. So it is expert writing is required. I'll be telling you how and what makes your writings expertise. What are the key elements they are going to test, and what you people need to work on, or how you need to work on. So these things will be narrated in today's class. And not only that, so we'll be discussing what are the different kinds of writing you people have in IELTS examination. And if we are left with time, definitely we'll be taking up the first writing, that is report writing, and we'll be trying to work on that writing. That means our way of approach to writing is very, very practical. Okay, so that means whatever the instructions, everything do's don'ts we say, that we'll try to do on taking the task and working on here. Okay, so now let me share the screen. And one more request I have, guys: any doubts, you people please keep it to the end of the class. I'll give you 5-10 minutes to ask your queries and everything. So because right now when I'm explaining, I may miss your messages, I may not see the message. So that is the reason. Kindly please keep your doubts so to the last. Okay, I'm presenting the screen. I'm going to share the screen here. Yes, here we go. Just give me 1 second. I'm presenting whiteboard. Yes. I guess everyone can see the screen. Okay. So we all know that each of the task is measured on 9 band. Yes. Even our writing is also tested on 9. What it is? If you see writing is also tested on 9 band. And this writing basically will have two tasks. I'm talking about the structure. Two tasks will be there, and this writing will be for 1 hour. How many hours will be having for writing? 1 hour. Two tasks will be there: task one and task. Task one is what? Report writing. What we call it as report writing, task 2 is issue based essay writing. Now you may be wondering, what is this writing and what is this issue based essay writing? Are they two different things, or so are they one? Definitely, there are two different things. The concepts are different here. Hence, if the concept of the question itself is different, that means the requirement of the answer also will be different, isn't it? So, therefore, report writing is very different from your issue-based essay writing. Okay, why it is different and how it is different means, basically, report writing means you will be having some kind of pictorial presentations, so you need to look at that presentation. You need to present or you need to exhibit the ideas what they have given on these pictorial presentations. Let me show you this pictorial presentation here. Yes. So these are some of the pictorial presentations that we have. So they could be charts, graphs, this one, what is that, process diagram. Graphs also, it can be anything. So it can be bar graph, it can be pie chart, it can be table, it can be, what is that, so like any type kind of this one, pictorial presentation or statistical information. Okay, so we can consider them as what, our task 1 question. You can see you have all the types of reading. Flow chart we have. So we have this one, this bar chart, and this is also a kind of column graph. Then this is a bar graph. So this is a bar graph. You can see mixed also. They will be giving. Yes, thus I can say what. So this is the phase of your report writing. Is they are going to give either the statistical information, process diagram, maps, or anything that is pictorial. Okay, they are going to present and you people need to describe that. Okay, so that is the requirement of task 1. When it comes to task 2, it is issue based essay writing. Okay, issue is what? Yes, some idea, something that is argumentative. There is some concept that is argumentative, and on the basis of that argumentation they are going to ask what is your stand, or mention the advantages, disadvantages, or discuss both the things, or something like that they are going to ask here. Okay, so that means what, totally to say, it is something like debate question. In debate question, what happens, they are going to talk about some this one issue or some concept that is very much true in the living world, and on that concept they are going to talk about so pros, cons, advantages, disadvantages, then like whether it should happen, not happen. So all these things, okay, they are going to ask either the causes and effect, and the inferences. So all these things will be asked here. So that is your issue based essay writing. So see, the requirement here in this issue based, you are presenting your ideas. That means what you think about it. But in report writing, you need to present the ideas what they have given in the form of picture. That means what in report writing you are going to present what is given, while on your this one, what is that, issue based essay writing, you need to present your stand there. That is the major difference we have. That means two tasks are two different things. If they are two different things, then definitely the way of approach also will be different. The scoring also will be different. Timing also will be different. Yes, here from here, the variation starts on. So let us see in detail. So the time and everything required for this one. I let me refer as task 1 and task 2. See, you may be wondering, why is this necessary? Let us directly go on to the this one. What is that question? And let us start writing. Yeah, if I don't give all these things, so basically you end up not knowing anything about the test, and you just randomly go present your writing and come out. So, and you will not be knowing, because our main intention is what? Whatever we are writing, that should give us the score, isn't it? So, we need to get the score. We are not just writing as a hobby, we are presenting to score well. Okay. So, then, therefore, we have to be precise. We need to know how they evaluate, what is the requirement. Accordingly, we need to work on. So, hence, so task 1 basically happens, or the time limit is only 20 minutes. Out of 1 hour, you see that task 1 will be using only 20 minutes. You need to write within 20 minutes. Okay. Whereas task 2, how many minutes? 40 minutes. For task 2, you need to use 40 minutes. For task 1, it is 20 minutes. And then what do you have? So you see that this task 1, so word limit is 150. See, here it is like what? If you write less than 150, definitely, so your scores may be affected. But if you write more than 150, and if you write so more 300, 400, they are not going to encourage that. That means neither they encourage so less than 150 nor above 150. But still they can accept 150 to 180 words. Why? Because this 30 words grace, why they have given is, sometimes we may have to lastly conclude, but we would have finished 150 words, because of which we may not be able to conclude the idea. Since we'll not be able to conclude the idea, our this one writings will not be complete. So what happens here? Yes, a grace of this 30 words are given, so that you can complete that idea. Okay, so what is the word limit that we have? 150 to 180, whereas for task 2 it is 250. Basically, according to them, 250, but we can reach up to 280. Don't just keep on writing here, you will be wasting time, because this is also important. Task 2 is also important. I'll be talking about the marking scheme. Okay, so then you will come to know that, oh my god, both plays crucial role. We can't oversee anything here. So therefore, this is the time limit that you have. Sorry, word limit that you people have. Okay. So now, so this is about the basic structure of the writing. Now, both of these writings, see, you can see 20 minutes, time is also varying. So even your, this one, what is that? This one, word limit also varies. That means how much amount they take for the main score, that also will vary. That means their scoring part also will be varying. Right? So that means what? Even though this writing task is completely tested on the band of 9, even task 2 also will be tested on the band of 9. They won't be taking the average of this. Average of this means half of that and a half of this. They won't be taking that. Rather, why they won't be taking? If they take the average, they are making it unfair, isn't it? Time, words, everything less here. Time, words, everything more. How can we take half of it? Isn't it? That's the reason they take 30% of this score, and so 70% of this score. Okay, what they are going to do? So they are going to take 30% on 9 and 70% of the 9 band. That means their complete score, whatever they get. For example, you guys think that you people get complete 9 band on task 1 and complete what is that 9 band on task 2. 30% of 9 is what? So 2.7 band. Okay. So this usually what happens? So we try to convert it into round figures. Why? Round figures means in the zero point 0.5 variations. Because it is more than 2.5, I'll take like, okay, we'll be extracting 3 band from here. So on the band of 9, if I get 9 only on task 2, 70% of it will be what? 6.3 band. But here you can see that under 5 it is. So under 5 in the sense I'll take 6 band from here. 6 band from here and 3 band from here. So totally I'm going to get 9 band here. Because why? I am not left any mistake here. So like what is that, task 1 also 9 band and task 2 also 9 band, but even though both of them have got 9 band, we have taken only 3 bands from task 1 and 6 bands from task 2. It is not average. Okay, it is not half of them. Remember this. So that is why this is the marking scale. That means what? So don't waste time on one type of writing. So stay on to the time limit. Try to fulfill the requirement of the tasks there. Okay, so that we can get excellent score on each of these tasks, which will add up to our final score. Now you people may be wondering, ma'am, okay, you have spoken about these things, but how they are going to evaluate our writing? Whether they are evaluating it on only what is that the content, or whether they will be focusing on grammar, whether they are going to focus on words, what they are going to focus on. So let me tell you how you people will be scored on each of these tasks. What it is on each of these tasks, both the tasks. This one, what is that? Evaluation scheming is almost same here. Okay, so your writings, it could be task 1, it could be task 2, will be evaluated on 4 parameters. What are those 4 parameters means? First is task achievement. Second is coherence and cohesion. Third is advanced grammar skill. And then ultimately lexical resources. Okay. So these are the 4 things that we are going to have. What are those? Task achievement, coherence and cohesion, advanced grammar skills, and lexical resources. So each of them will be evaluated on the band of 9, 9, 9, and 9. Then they take the average of this. That means 9 plus 9 plus 9. So 36 divided by 4. They are going to take the average. That means your writing will be tested on these things here. Okay. So let me now tell what is this task achievement and how you people need to take it. Task achievement is what? Every question, okay, task in the sense the writing task. Every question here will have one kind of requirement. So they will be asking those requirements, or they will be questioning out that in the questions. So certain questions are direct, certain questions are indirect. That means certain part of the question is direct, certain part of the question is indirect. You people need to recognize both direct and indirect questions, and you need to answer all of them. Okay, so this you may think, okay, in task 2 though, because the questions will be in the form of a question, so you people can identify. What about the writing part, the writing task 1? Even in the writing task 1, you people need to scrutinize the this one pictorial presentations in such a way that even the ideas which are not looked by, or the readings that are not looked by the people, should be identified by you, and you need to present. That means, so you need to ideate the things. Okay, totally. What is this task achievement is, whatever is present in the report writing, you need to present that onto your paper, and whatever the question is asking in your issue based essay writing, you people need to answer those things. Okay, that means you need to fulfill the requirement of the task or the questions. Okay, that means it is nothing but you're just addressing every question of the task, and that gives rise to your task achievement. What it gives rise to? It gives rise to your task achievement. That means when you're presenting task achievement, don't you think you people will have multiple ideas? No matter whether it is task 1 or no matter whether it is task 2, what is that you notice? You notice that many ideas will be there. You will be writing many ideas. But how do you present all these ideas? Whether you just mix it up, whatever is coming through our mind, we are just writing it, or we need to be organized there. For example, I would like to say here, or I would like to quote the example of our reading passages. Reading passages may be reading passages for you, but they are the written articles by someone. How the articles are, can you see? It is so well organized. In fact, I only explained reading comprehension. So I did show you that how each and every paragraph is dedicated to one particular idea, how they are explaining it, how they are projecting the ideas, completing that idea, going for the next idea. So that means whatever the ideas or whatever the informations you people have should be grouped under similarity, and each set should be addressed in each paragraphs with a beautiful introduction and final overview, as well as your inferences. That means a well organized way of so diffusing the ideas, okay, is called as coherence and cohesion. What is this coherence and cohesion? So we need to present the well organized so way of projecting the ideas that we are going to discuss. That thing is tested on the band of 9. See, addressing all question, if you are very good at question analyzing, yeah, definitely you identify the straightforward question as well as so hidden question, and you will try to address them. That means what? You will be getting the complete 9 band on this. The next thing is what? So coherence and cohesion. That means if all these ideas are properly arranged, properly placed, and if everything is done, so you can get around say 9 on 9, right? So next thing, what they are going to test is so advanced grammar skill. What they are going to test? They are going to test advanced grammar skill. Now you people may be wondering, what is this advanced grammar skill? So we know basic grammar, and is it different from your advanced grammar skill? Yes, definitely. Advanced grammar skill is definitely different from your basic grammar skill. Under basic grammar, let me tell you, under basic grammar skill, what happens? You will just be knowing what are the different parts or what are the different things that we have in English grammar. But advanced grammar skills shows the practical way of using these different elements of grammar to make one complete idea. What is the definition of sentence? Sentence means what? Combination of the words arranged according to some rule to give a sensible meaning. That rule, okay, that rule required to give sensible meaning, that rule itself is advanced grammar. That means in this advanced grammar we are going to work on, so the how different combinations will give rise to what kind of sentences. Basically, under grammar skills, advanced grammar skills, especially on your writings, what all they will be checking on sentence. Okay, it's not just ideas, it's not just what is that the beauty of how you are writing, but whether your idea is presented without any breakage or not. That is also very important, isn't it? That is one of the thing. See, if I am not able to express my idea, when will I not be able to express my idea? For example, I'm a non-Tamil lady. Okay, so if see now in English, if it is in Hindi or if it is in Telugu or if it is in Kannada, so I can tell whatever I'm speaking. I can thoroughly tell it. Okay, fluently. But if they suddenly tell me to express the things in Tamil language, even though I know the words, I can understand what others are speaking. But if they ask me to speak, do you think so? Will I have the same smooth in my speech? No, that smoothness will not be there. Why I will not have that smoothness? Because my idea, whatever I am trying to express, that is broken in between, isn't it? The flow of idea is not smooth. Why? Because we don't know like how the sentence has to be framed there. Okay, that means what? The fluency gets this one, what is that, hectic when, when our advanced grammar skills suffer. And what is this advanced grammar skill? It is nothing but it is the element that helps to express yourself without any breakage, or it helps you to present the ideas without breaking. That means you very easily, smoothly you explain your ideas. That smoothness comes from where? Advanced grammar skills. And under advanced grammar skills we have around 15L, this one, parameters, or 15 sets of rules. Okay, which are those: subject verb agreement, parallel structures, coherent, this one, your collocations, redundancies, modifiers. Under modifiers you have two types of modifiers. So and then the right usage of tense at right time. Okay, everyone, most of you people will be knowing about tenses, but still tense problems will be there. That means you will be knowing about the structure of the tenses. Okay, but when you speak or when you write, you will get confused there. Why? Because you know the structure, you know the skeleton, you know the formula, but you don't know when to use what form. That is what is taught in your advanced grammar skill. Okay, what we teach. So this particular thing only we are going to teach, and that is what they are going to test. So in advanced grammar skills, tentatively, so even if we work on let me take, by chance, by fluke, the minimum I get would be 7. Okay, so in the sense, we are planning how we can get the scores there. Okay, it will be tested on 9. Usually this is one of the crucial thing, na, where like you may get 7 here. This is the minimum, but once you understand this, you will be making, when you don't break your sentences, if you have all the grammatical components correct, we can get 9 on 9 on this as well. Okay, then comes lexical resources. Now lexical resources, many of you have this. Because recently you finished with your speaking class also. What do you think? Oh, like, yeah, if I want to speak good, so I need to use high frequency words, nice goody goody words. So we need to use, and many of them even will think that, yeah, using the words, different words only is our language. No, guys. Definitely, you need to use different words. So, different words, I am saying, it is not always high frequency words. High frequency means those jargons, those one word substitution. No, you can use occasionally. In fact, if you're very comfortable, you can use it. And those who are using simple words, but they are using varied words. See, if we have two set of people, the one who use a few high frequency words but repetitively in a writing or speaking, but we have the other person, so who will be using not high frequency normal words, but he or she will be using lot many variations of those words correctly in their writing or speaking. Who will be getting more score, whether a person who is using high frequency but repetitively, or the this one normal words with non-repetitiveness, the one with normal words and non-repetitiveness. That means you need to use n number of words. Definitely high frequency words gives you better score, but it is not only the sole requirement. You need to use varied words there. Okay. And along with the words, do you think that whether words are only the lexical resource? If we would have considered only words as a lexical resources, then I would have said vocabularies. But I'm here using lexical resource. What does this lexical resource mean? Lexical resource means it's not just a word. It is not just a similar words. It combines high frequency words. It combines your this one word substitutions. It combines idioms. Okay, under idioms you have two types: grammatical idioms and your this one expressive idiom. Both of them plays crucial role here. Okay, you need to use them. Then phrases you can use. Okay, then some kind of, what is that, proverbs you can use. All these things you need to use, so in your writing as well as speaking. Okay, so that also gives 9 band. If you use all of these things, definitely you can easily score 999. Okay, so that means now you take the average of this. So 27 plus 7, 34 by 4. How much you will be getting? Around 8.5. Don't you think, with little understanding, with less understand, with little effort, okay, but more understanding, so we can get so good score without pain? But we never understand. Students never understand. Okay, these are the things that we need to concentrate on. We just randomly write. Please don't do that. Whenever you people are writing, keep all these things so in your mind, and you process your writing. You need to plan up your writing on the basis of these things. Why? Then only you can score well. Why? This is the marking scheme that they have for both task 1 as well as task 2, and even on your speaking also, all these things are checked along with that. So they will also concentrate on your, what is that, pronunciation, the rhythm, so what you present and the way you speak is also tested out here. Okay, but these are the main components that will be tested for scoring now. So this is the thing. This is both task 1 and task 2 will have the same kind of approach here. Now, so now you people know the scoring scheme, you know how many tasks and everything. Now let me tell you the skeletal of each of this writing. What I'll be speaking here, the skeletal in the sense structure. So whenever you, many of you would have even written also. like you would have taken many mock tests. In that, you people would have written task 1 also, task 2 also, and you will be seeing that what is there to write. So we'll just finish off task 1, report writing, under 1 paragraph or 2 paragraphs. And also issue based essay writing, we only address, we write like pointers, or we write 1 2 paragraphs and we finish and we go. Don't do that thing. You need to have a proper structure for this. Okay. So now I am going to tell task 1 structure. First and foremost, I need to have introduction. Post that, body paragraph 1, body body paragraph 2, and final overview. That means how many paragraphs? Introduction, first paragraph, body paragraph 1, second, body paragraph 2, third, and this one, fourth paragraph. That means in task 1, it's not 1 paragraph or 2 paragraph that we need. Please make sure you're going to present. So 4 paragraph. Now you may be wondering, ma'am, 4 paragraph, so 150 words, how can you write? Paragraphs means always big paragraph. No. I'll even tell you how many sentences you will be writing. In introduction, compulsorily, we need 2 sentences. And 2 complex and compound sentence. We don't want 2 simple sentences here at any cost. So simple sentences will not be considered, okay? Because simple sentences are only used by the beginners or tyre, okay, or tyros. So tyros in the sense, so who are very new, okay, to that particular language. So we don't want any kind of simple sentences. We need complex and compound sentences. Okay. If you guys are not aware of complex and compound sentences, I will speak about that also in the later classes. Okay. Now, only 2 sentences we need to have. I'll be telling the structure also. See, in this 2 sentences, what are the 2 sentences you need to have? And also, most of the time, you see that introduction is the headache. Why headache? Many of us as a starting problem. Once we start, we'll do well. But starting only, how to write introduction, what to write in the introduction. And upon that, we also were told previously by many people, introduction should be very high catchy, it should be fancy, and all of these things. See, first of all, you are working on what? Report writing. Report writing is like statistical information, hence no fancy. We don't want any fancy things here. Okay. And this is professional writing. You people know that when you are professionally writing something, you should not use any like what is that cock and bull stories here. Okay. What is connected to the passage? So what is connected to the figure only, that you need to present here. Hence, under introduction, so we need to have 2 sentences. Remember, I'm telling this. This is the method. This is the formulas that we use when we write. What are the 2 sentences that we need to have in task 1? I'm talking about report writing. One is paraphrased question statement and your initial overview looking at the graph or pictorial presentation. Initial overview. Okay. Paraphrased question statement and our initial overview. So that means as soon as we see something, what is that initially we get? For example, as soon as you attended this class, so you get some kind of vibe. What is that initial overview? So that should be your 2-sentence intro. See, don't you think it will be easy? We are not writing anything and everything. We know what we need. We need to paraphrase the question statement. I'll show in the question what is question statement and how to present or how to paraphrase them. Okay. And I'll also show what could be the initial overviews and how you need to pick and write. That means only two sentences, guys. Only two ideas in your introduction. When it comes to body paragraph 1 and body paragraph 2, so you can write up to 3 to 4 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences. Okay. And final overview, just one sentence is enough, guys. And totally, you see, you will be using compound and complex sentences. If you see here 2, if I take minimum number of sentences also, 2, 3, 5, and 9 sentences. 9 sentences. On an average, if in one sentence 15 to 20 words there also, so how much? So it will be more than this one. Okay. Even 15 sentences, 15 words if we have in one sentence, we almost get near to this one. What is that? I can say 200. If maximum 200, minimum 150 around. But if I take the bigger one, okay, the lengthier one, 4 sentence, 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 4, 10. 10 plus 1, 11. 11 into again even 15 words in one sentence, so we end up more than 150 here. Here we nearly 150 to 200 we have. So therefore here, but 200 we are not taking. So you increase in one sentence, you try to write 15 to 18 words. So if you are writing, what is that, only 3 in the body paragraph, you try to 15 to 18 words here. Okay. So then it will become near to 150 to 180. That means what? Within 9 sentences and max you take moderately, if you write 10 sentences for report writing, your task is done. 10 sentences, guys, it's just 10 sentences. 2 sentences in the first paragraph, that is your introduction. Body paragraph, we'll have 2 body paragraph. In that, even if we write 3 to 4 sentences, 3 to 4 sentences, that is enough. And final overview, it is 1 sentence. See, this much is more than enough because we have the time limit also, isn't it? And by doing this, you won't be repeating any idea, because if you repeat on something and if you write, you end up not getting any score. No repetitions allowed in IELTS, speaking also and writing also. Now, so let me talk about task 2. In task 2, what happens? Introduction we need to have. Body paragraph 1, body paragraph 2, body paragraph 3, and for inference we have. Here also what? In introduction, 2 sentences we need to have. Here in body sentences, body paragraph, 4 sentence minimum we need. Okay. So in fact, we can write only 4 sentences in each of them. Why? Because we are short of time also, and word limit is also 1. And what are these 4 sentences? See, I am writing what you need to write in the body paragraphs also. For issue-based essay writing, I will be mentioning what is the idea that you are discussing. Mention that idea. Explain that idea, give one evidence, that is nothing but one example, and conclude that idea. Like that only idea 1, idea 2, and idea 3. So for idea 2, again a different explanation, different evidences, different conclusion. Then again explanation 2, evidences and conclusion. See? So well, nowhere you are mixing the things also. This is the process. This method is known as IEEC method. This process is used so not to, what is that, mix up the things, to maintain that coherence and cohesion, which is tested on the band of 9. So to maintain that, so we use this particular thing, IEEC method. And ultimately inference. You may be wondering, ma'am, usually we use conclusions. Na? Why we are using inference and what is that? So inference, okay. So basically what, so the unstated idea, so throughout the passage that you are going to present there, okay. So that means here what you are going to do, so whatever you have discussed, so is futuristic explanation or futuristic application you will be presenting there. I'll show all these things. In fact, I'll be writing few of the writings, both task 1 and task 2, I'll be writing and showing to you guys. So an introduction here, only 2 sentences. What are those again? Paraphrased question statement plus your stand. See, there in report writing, initial overview. But here you are taking your stand. Why? Because this question is based on your ideas. So therefore, so this is what the skeletal of your writing task should be. Now, one more important thing that I would like to tell you. This is a what is that? This is the grave dug by most of us. So when we present our writings, okay, not only in English, anywhere you people are given a test of writing, we do the same thing. Say for task 1, 20 minutes and task 2, 40 minutes we have. What we'll do, we'll look at the question, and the moment we get the writing, we'll start writing, and till the last 20th minute we'll be writing on it. Even here also, what we are going to do, as we get the issue based essay question, we'll read the question. 1 minute we may spend to read the question, and we start writing. We keep writing till 40 minutes you will write. And in fact, you feel that you are short of time. You could not complete the idea. That means what we are doing, we are just randomly presenting our things. We really don't know what we have written. So whether it is fulfilling the question requirement or not, nothing is known. Because you saw the question, you're doing it. No, guys, please don't do this thing. Don't ever use the complete time to write. So dedicate these time for different things. What are the different things that you people need to, how this time should be developed? I would like to address or use this method, power method. What we are going to use? We are going to use power method. And what is this power method? Power method is nothing but it is a route map to classify or to utilize the time properly so that you people can get efficiency on your writing. So I have like whatever 20 minutes and 40 minutes, I will be, what is that, dividing this in the ratio 25% is to 50% is to 25%. That means whatever the time limit for these things, I have this thing. That means 1 is to 2 is to 1 ratio we are going to take. One portion, say for 20 minutes, in 20 minutes, if I make this one, 5 is to 10 is to 5. In 40 minutes, if I take 10 is to 20 minutes is to 10 minutes here, isn't it? P stands for planning and organizing. Okay. I will be spending, so 5 minutes here for planning and organizing. That means I'll go through the pictorial presentation properly. I'll understand what are the different ideas. I'll try to do crude analysis. I am telling here, I'm using the word crude here. crude in the sense something different, right? Because I don't want to present what is visible to everyone. Something we need to be good analyzers. We need to see some other kind of readings there, which is which we need to find out. And that means what 5 minutes I completely use to plan up and organize what to be first, what should be in my first body paragraph, what should be in the second body paragraph, and how what kind of initial overview should I give, and how we need to give the final overview. So this planning and organizing will do for 5 minutes. See, when you know what you need to write, when you have planned up everything, do you think you take a lot of time? You have ready-made in and ideas. So that ideas you can easily present in 10 minutes. Say, if you have a speed of 15 words per minute also, in 10 minutes, aram se you can write 150. But everyone can write more than what is that 30 words in our 1 minute, isn't it? Then we have 5 minutes. So this 5 minutes, what? Not just writing. You people need to reread and edit, because while writing, because we'll be in urgent, we would have committed spelling mistake, grammar mistake, silly mistake, which we ourselves can clear. That means what? You're reducing 50% of your mistake by editing and rereading. W stands for writing, editing and rereading. So we'll be taking what? We'll be taking 5. The same thing here. Planning and organizing, depending upon the ideas, will be taking 10 minutes here. And then writing 20 minutes is more than enough to write whatever we have planned up. And then 10 minutes we can use to reread. And so this one, what does that? Describe the, to correct your ideas. These are some of the important things that we need to keep in eye. So when we are doing our writings, okay. So I hope all the ground level things you people know now. Tomorrow we are picking up writing task 1, and we'll be almost writing 2 to 3 writing tasks in our class, okay. So right. So now you people can quickly ask me the questions. Yes. Yeah, any question? Ashok ma'am, in task 2, can we write about 2 types, one after the other? I didn't get this one. What is that you are asking, Ashok? What is that 2 types? Are you telling dual stand? I partially agree. That is, to some extent I agree, and to some extent I don't agree. Is that the thing you're asking? Okay. So it depends on the question. Okay. So if it is asking you whether, so you agree or disagree. If you have or, that means you need to take only one stand. But so if you have, to what extent you agree. So there you can say, I partially agree, I completely agree. So that kind of partially agree, you can take why you agree and why you don't agree. You people can mention. Aaron, as such, handwriting will not have impact, but your handwriting should be legible. That means, so it should be like neat, clean, and words should be, the letters should be understandable. Okay. So that is the thing. It's not like we need to have very good writing. Yeah, if someone is having that thing, it is an added advantage. But whatever we are writing, that should be understandable. Because only when we understand, then only we can correct it. Now, if we are not able to understand, so then we may not understand, we may misunderstand, and we may give you some other scores. Okay. See, actually, according to me, so pen and paper based is good for those whose writings are good. Why it is good in the sense, because on reading, okay, it is advantageous. Why? Because you people can do the marking. wherever some important things. So therefore, the quick get back will be there. But on screen, what happens? You need to scroll down, or you need to that on screen our performance will be little lower on the reading part. So that is the reason. Keeping that in mind, I feel like what is that your paper based is good. And also paper based is good for the people who are not very apt with typing. Okay, whereas if you people need the score quickly, and if you have if your handwriting is not very very good, so then you people have to go for computer based test. Sheikh, tomorrow I'll be showing how to paraphrase, okay, because this is one of the important element. So therefore, we'll be showing about this tomorrow. Yes, ma'am, Navinta, ma'am, is it necessary to give instance in all of the body paragraph in task? See, if you give examples, yeah, and also if it is connected to you, or if you're present, see, example and evidences means it could be your life experience, it could be others, so you can just quote them, okay? Yeah, definitely, if you give them, the emphasis will be more, and you'll be getting good scores. I strongly recommend to give examples in the writing task too. Why? Because that makes your paragraph complete there. So it depends. It within 1 week you will be getting a show. Right. Okay then, guys. So like we'll see you tomorrow with writing part. Okay, and so like I'll be presenting the real writing. Kindly stay tuned. Okay, right. Okay then, guys. Bye. Take care.
Thank you so much, ma'am. All right, guys, I have shared the Telegram channel link of IELTS in the chat box. You can join the Telegram channel. Over there, you will get the access to the mock tests, and also talking about the recordings and the handouts, and also the access to the sessional test. All of them are available on the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. So you can just go onto the website and access the remaining things and practice uh, a lot from all these platforms. So, any questions from your side? Any doubts related to these things? All right. So, since you guys don't have any doubts, so we'll just close the call for today, and we'll meet tomorrow for another session for writing. So, thank you so much, guys, for joining. I'm closing the call for today.